Welcome back to the Gimbal Builders Podcast. I'm your host, Matt, with JP chatting again. Erica joins us tonight, compliments JP on his rad yellow truck and JP on her much-deserved videos. Erica hears about the Pacific Northwest and, of course, lots of FPV footage. Enjoy.
JP.
Boop, 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 bop, bop, bop.
Hey,
Hello.
how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, doing fine.
Ah, good.
See ya.
We're here. We're here.
Yeah, how have you been?
This has been my goal for the day, is just to make it to here. It's been a busy one.
Right on.
Not bad though.
How's the weather up there?
We got snow, but it had the grace to stay below freezing. So it didn't turn into like a slushy nightmare. It just stayed snow, and now I think it's gonna melt. So we might have like a day or two of gross stuff, but yeah. So it's been good. It's been the perfect amount of snow, just like that much.
Nice.
So we did some tobogganing. I did a little RC in the snow. It really gets the cars clean, incredibly clean.
Nice.
So what about you? How's everything there?
Yeah, fine. We got back from a trip to Orlando last week where it was
Oh,
pretty warm and nice. Did the
oh
park.
yeah. Florida.
Yeah.
I hear so many stories. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
What's the report from ground level there? I
ignore
want to know the
society,
reality.
ignore society and enjoy the pool and the parks. You
I
know,
like it.
we rented a car last time we went. My sister-in-law lives there, so it was a family visit too.
Yeah.
That was real nice. But it was
Okay.
also nice being in January and 80 degrees.
Yeah. 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 It's nice to get a break from the coldness. How's the winter been in Portland?
Super mild. Real
Oh
glad
yeah.
for it. Yeah, and I'm biding my time.
Snow at all? Any snow?
Nah. I mean, it
No.
came down with a little bit of rain yesterday, but
Yeah.
barely any. And yeah, virtually nothing. And it's usually passed after mid-February. So just another couple of weeks and we're in the clear.
Yeah. 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 I think this is gonna be it for us, and then it's just everything getting warm and nice again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I kind of just wait. There's a season here, I call it dead grass season, where all the grass is like brown and dead. And it just means like every grass field you've ever wanted to drive an RC car on is like just way better for it. None of that thick grass slowing you down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You've been running much?
I took
You have the
the
cars out?
basher out uh
Yeah.
to go. Got some
Did you
footage.
go through withdrawal while you were on vacation?
Well, I brought my little tiny, not,
Nice. You got to bring one.
what is it here? So,
Mini Z?
no, I think it's a Porsche body.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
and it's smaller than that. 43rd scale, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like $25 for the whole set, but it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I got two of them, although one's got drifter wheels and one's got rubber tires. But
Mm-hmm.
a pair so you can race them, and that's what's fun about it. Yeah. Um, I was too busy with the family, to be doing too much.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Curious.
usually do like a camp trip on the summer, and I can get away with bringing a one of my cars for that. So I'll like select one, try and select the perfect one to bring, and then yeah. But camping, you're kind of hunkered down most of the time, right? Just sort of going to the beach and whatever, hanging out. So
I did cash in a gift card at the RC hobby store for a slash kit. I'll be picking up in the next couple weeks.
did you get a slash two-wheel drive?
Yeah, the B2SL.
Oh,
I'm excited about.
yeah,
Nice mid level, durable. Yeah.
they're fun. They're really fun. I know they're like such old news and everyone kind of shits on them. They're like, oh, it's Slash. They're like, but what it is the magic combination of something that is incredibly, well, cheap is always relative, but like it's not the most expensive thing. And then there's parts available and like you can customize them so many ways. And they're just generally super durable. And also, like, you can just put 3S power in it and it's fine. It doesn't care, you know? That's always a huge plus.
I'm
So,
hoping my lipo packs, my
yeah,
2S lipo packs that go on this thing here will fit.
yeah. Yeah, I ran mine even brushed for quite a while. And then I ran it like 3S brushed just on a hobby wing speed control. Yeah, and I've run it 2S brushless and 3S brushless. And, it's just always pretty fun, drive it down the staircases, jump it, and, trying to get the tuning just right, especially like 3S with like paddle tires and some gyro on the steering is just like insane. That's when I start like trying to challenge much bigger cars,
Mm.
and it's quite fun to sort of, I think I told you before, I kind of like being the underdog a little bit. It's like if I beat you with my two-wheel drive Slash, like, you know,
Yeah.
if I beat your four-wheel drive Typhon, like, come on.
Yeah, I probably will
When
swap out the receiver and use my own radio on it.
yeah, it feels good to even lose, just like trying to hold your own with a two-wheel drive Slash against those cars, So it's fun. And just like so many people run them, like, loads of people have the two-wheel drive Slash. Like basically everyone in my group, my RC group, has a two-wheel drive Slash. So yeah, super fun. Oh, that'll be great. Building it up,
Yeah,
build
I
it from
bought
a
the
kit.
kit because it comes with a clear body.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be bothered with the kit. I'm a little
yeah.
out right now. This guy.
I think the Traxxas bodies are like good and clear too.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
this guy
Oh,
fixed.
have you?
I showed
Oh,
you a
right on.
photo of it. It's kind of a pain. These things, it's like,
Not that's the not Mini Z one.
yeah,
That's like the different chassis, right?
yeah, and you've got to use it's like a 0.7 millimeter driver.
Oh lordy, that's tiny.
Yeah, it's like
I didn't even
everything.
have that size.
It's like my eyes are, failing me to
Yeah.
assemble.
Yeah, that's what the guys like. Some of the crawler guys I go with, they've got the 24th scale stuff. And they're like, it's just so hard to work on. Like I can't see any of this stuff. You know what I mean?
I
So cool.
missed hitting the club this last week. Just
Yeah,
families looking forward to getting
yeah,
out. I haven't broke it in at all. It's still kind of just fresh put together. But
yeah.
yeah, slash kit after doing that, me. Maybe I'll actually just do it with my kids. That'll be make it a fun.
With the kids?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll do the slash with either one of them.
yeah, yeah. That'll be fun. Make sure there's prizes and rewards.
I also bought off of AliExpress two little solder kits. One is a radio and one is like this other just mechanical thing with lights and motors and gears. They
Oh
were
yeah,
they were $6.
cool.
You've got a big prize bin, so after they get rewards for small things,
Yeah,
give them an option of big prizes. So it'll be like a project with me to assemble this.
yeah.
I'll have it to play with. That'll be fun.
I've built one of those before. It's yeah, it's really fun. Like soldering, using the solder and connecting all the stuff, and then like when it works, it's super awesome. Yeah, we got this one like educational toy here. My kids were playing with it at the out of school care and stuff, and it's called snap circuits. And
Hmm.
basically, it's like plastic pieces that snap together, and you can build a circuit, and it's got like switches and lights and stuff. Might be if you want like it's like a STEM toy sort of thing. So if they show interest in that like solder kit, you can show maybe I can send you a link to it. It's like I played with it way more than the kids did at first. It's like, oh cool, I want to build this stuff, but yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah. Oh man.
Got some footage to share. Let's see if I can get that
Nice.
going here. Uh,
Yeah, I actually got out with my fast FPV cars. I'd been crawling for a little while and sort of took a break from them. But it was really nice to get back to it.
okay, I think you're seeing my screen.
Yep, I can see it. Oh, X Max. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
it's the X Max. This is at the park with the Basher body.
The
Brought some.
playback's a little choppy for me. Is it smooth for you?
No. Oh yeah, playback is smooth, but the it's pretty shaky.
Oh, I see. It's choppy for me. I don't know if it's just butchering it over the connection, but
Be
I might have a
running
bad
around
connection.
with the gimbal was
Oh,
not
gimbal's on it.
um this is the HEQ.
Right. Yeah, they try and make like a one size fits all for the camera. It's the O3 camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if you like pick it up and drop it, does the camera like look up or down when it lands? That's kind of the course uh, balance test that I do, and that's what I did with the Slash running the
I don't know.
um, what do I got on there? The GM2. Yeah, with the GM2 on the Slash and the Nebula Pro camera, if I dropped it, the camera was always looking up. I was like, okay, well, it's like back heavy for sure, and adding a little bit of weight smoothed it out.
It was fun, for what I don't know. The whole X Max thing is more hype than it's worth, I think. The cones really
He's
helped.
having
That
a
was
tough
my big
time.
lesson learned. The
Yeah.
cones were great because there was a lot of foot traffic going back and forth with dogs at the park here. But having the
Yeah.
cones set out, which I originally just put out as like make it course,
Hmm.
people knew where I was running. They stayed
Hmm.
away,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
stayed around my cones.
That's the best way to do it is run a course because then it's predictable and everybody kind of understands what the game is.
Right, and that it really helped.
When I'm like bashing or in like a chaotic environment, like I got a bunch of people around me, there's no course, there's a couple cars out and about. I just drive it line of sight typically. But as soon as we get on a track and then it's straight into FPV because I know it's an advantage. I like running like my basher sort of lines. Like I'll run it line of sight a few times. I'm like, oh, I want to see what that jump looks like in FPV. So I'll usually like line up and do a couple runs through an FPV or yeah, but
I'm still figuring this X Max out and don't have this the ESC's turned way down. So I'm just
yeah.
trying to figure out like what are my top speeds? How does it handle the jumps?
Mm,
Do like do I freewheel in the air? So I
yeah,
don't have the skills yet on all that.
yeah.
But it held together real well, except for the back bumper,
Yeah.
like the weak point.
Do you got a roll cage over the gimbal at all?
No, it's just this heavy
No.
plastic body.
Yeah.
And I mean,
That's the best. If the body can take it, that's the, it's simplest just to use it as a roll cage.
yeah, this body, it's called bash body, super thick plastic. I don't know
Oh,
what.
is it the bug? Does it look like a bug?
Yeah,
Nice. God, I love a VW.
I'm gonna stop this share.
Where's our buddy Erica?
What's that?
I'm just wondering where Erica is.
Yeah, she said tried to get in, but all I have is my phone. Would not open
Chad, yeah.
phone. Oh, okay.
Erica's got the link, of course, right?
Yeah, I gave her a heads up. She does have the link. I mean, I'm 99% sure she has the link. I'll just text her and let her know that. And then these are only 40-minute meetings, so I added
Oh,
another.
right.
What else is going on? I got some crawler vids, but you may have seen these. Did we? What do you got there?
Oh, just some new shocks.
Oh, nice.
The old Desert Lizard.
Huh. What's that going
Just
on?
new arrivals. I'll go on the crawler. I just keep building it piece by piece. It's fun. Been a fun project. Keep just replacing all the weak links.
Did we meet before January 11th last? Oh, regardless, I'm gonna. Oops.
I don't know.
Just a little bit of video in the background. I
This
was able to
looks like
set
some
up a,
TRX4 action.
yeah, and I set up a remote switch to recycle the power or power cycle the suspension system. I was
Oh,
finding
yeah.
it would just go dark and then
Huh.
I couldn't tell why, but then resetting it pops right back.
Interesting. Yeah, these systems are all complicated, Computers are doing a lot of thinking, and
I'm gonna
it's,
rebuild the sledge with the 2-axis XF robotics gimbal.
oh, yeah.
Try to make it more lightweight. Take out some of the stuff I've got on there,
You were
and
saying which car?
the sledge. This
Oh, the sledge, right?
Yeah, it's my first build, and it's got
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Storm 32 on it.
Yep.
And I mean, the sledge is a heavy platform to begin with.
Yeah.
And I
Big
added like
scale.
an aluminum tray on the top and heavy duty power step down voltage converter for it, which is overkill.
Hold on. Erica is having trouble finding the invite. I'm just gonna flip it over to her.
Oh, thanks. Oh, here we go. Darn. Okay, I just chatted her up with it.
Hopefully she'll jump in here.
And then yeah, so the main thing I've got going on is just figuring out this podcast and doing some branding work and
Mm-hmm.
oh, Erica, there she is.
Yay.
Hi there. Yeah.
Gotta get our camera on.
Yeah, I can't unmute you, but I did. I don't know if this helps.
Oh,
There you are.
there. Oh, I thought I was talking to you.
There you are.
I guess I wasn't. Hi,
Erica,
Erica.
It's nice to meet you.
hello.
How are you? Let me.
Awesome.
I'm trying to take this Golden Gate Bridge off the background. I was just doing a presentation for like my job, so I don't like them to see how dirty my apartment is.
Yeah, I'm in my man cave / office, and when I
Okay.
turn the desk around, the
There we
background
go.
a bit more.
This feels more authentic. All right.
More personal.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like I'm not trying to hide something.
Yeah, like you're not, flying above the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah. I get rid of this little drop down. Okay, there we go. Awesome.
Yeah.
How do I
So-
record this?
Oh, I wonder.
No, it's being recorded on this end, at least on my local machine.
Oh, okay. That's
What
okay.
are you on a PC, Erica?
I'm on an iPad.
Oh yeah. I was shocked to learn Apple iPads, iPhones are in North America way more common than Android. I had no idea. I
Really?
was living in my little bubble.
Huh. You're in Canada, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So Android's more popular in Canada?
No. Apple.
Oh,
Apple's way
yeah.
more
I mean,
popular.
Apple's more popular everywhere, I think. It's just, I used to be Android, but
I had no idea. I was shocked, and then I realized I must be, I don't know, living under my own delusions,
all my edits are done on this thing. I like it because I can just take it into the bath. If I'm in the bathtub, I can make an edit. You know what I mean? I could just,
Same. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Basically, all my videos have been produced on my phone.
Oh, really? Oh, what do you use?
I
What
use UCut.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure it's available for iOS, but
No,
yeah,
I use LumaFusion. I have no reason to switch from it. It's just been amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Final Cut Pro might be better, but they don't have that on iPad.
Yeah.
It's only on
I just,
MacBook.
I use a lot of software in my job and stuff, and when it came to doing the videos, I needed like you were saying to be able to do it I gotta fit this in. I gotta be able to edit a video on lunch or whatever.
Yeah.
So having to was that?
No, it's time consuming. If you're gonna do it the way you want to do it, yeah.
Yeah, and just being able to have it with me everywhere was the only way I was gonna get it done. And then touchscreen controls, I got used to it really fast. And I know other stuff's probably, I know some guys who are crazy, about edits and whatever. I'll probably regret it and look back in the future and be like, why is all my stuff 720p?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The main reason I do it is for making video. even when I did drones, it was like the video making was the most fun part because it was like it lasts longer. Like I can go out and ride
Mhm.
cars for like 2-3 hours or fly drones, but then when I come home, the footage is like for days. I'm like
Yeah.
again. So
Yeah. I get my head back in that footage. I'm like, oh yeah, that was good. And
yeah.
like, it's fun to really like, during the edit, you rewatch the thing like 50 times.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, oh man, okay, you start seeing stuff like, oh, I nailed that corner. Like, oh man, that's just all over the place today. Like, why, or
Yeah.
you start to discover like, oh, this car feels this way because, like, I'm just talking about my last video here, but like, the Slash feels so much different because the whole view it pretty much is clear, and then the Mojave, like the views like kind of restricted on all the
Yeah.
sides because of
Yeah.
the cage work and stuff. Is like the feel those two cars
It's
give
completely different.
is, yeah, it's so different. And like I like the Mojave because it's got the scale interior. Well, it's got an interior, so it kind of feels better to like
You
look
said it's
through.
got what interior?
It's just got the regular
Right.
interior,
Well, it looks
but my
like
Slash has
it's
no interior,
oh.
right?
Well, you've
So
seen my Porsche. Like I put like a
yeah,
3D printed dash in there, and like I don't know. I'm
yeah,
kind of getting into my driving experience inside the car. Like I'm like I want it to make it comfortable for me as a.
mm-hmm,
Awesome.
mm-hmm.
I just picked up a little what is it? It's a power adapter.
Is that an A100 back there? What? Wait a minute. What is that? It looks like. What's that clear body? Is that a van? Like a van truck? What is that?
Here, oh this.
Yeah, is that
Oh
like
yeah.
a...
Kyosho Avalanche. The
Blizzard,
Can I see
Blizzard.
the body? Can you just hold it up real quick?
yeah. It's the snowcat.
Oh, it's the Blizzard body.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. And then
The Kyosho Blizzard. Oh, okay.
yeah, and then
You just
on
put it
a
on a regular car.
it's a Turbo Optima buggy.
Oh, crazy. Oh,
Yeah, and then
is that a vintage one or like a repro?
repo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bro. And then just a little bit of extra platform on the top, and then this guy mounts
Oh,
like
nice. Oh,
sits on top.
you got that. You got the gimbal.
It's
Oh,
ATQ. Working great.
nice.
It's working great. Well, it's not working great. I mean, it's working great
No.
on this ride, but
Oh,
the thing also sticks on a X Max that is like
it's
it's
it's too bumpy for it to work, or what?
yeah.
Oh, really? So there is a limit to what it can control.
I feel like it. Yeah, I'm gonna try it with two axis
Mhm.
XF robotics gimbal next and see what changes.
Oh, so there's a better gimbal than the C20, whatever.
Well, the two axis instead of the three axis. See if that changes
Oh, okay.
it out.
Oh, so that would just give you up and down, but no
And then
left and right.
roll.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no yaw.
So no head tracking on that. Just yeah.
But mostly what I like doing is just racing. So I'm just like doing loops in my parking strip for speed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. You should start a you. Why? How come you haven't posted any of your foot? What do you do with your footage? Oh, so you're into it for the experience while you're doing it. Like you're
100%. I like racing.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm trying to get there. I just don't know the digital stuff that well. And so it's just taking me time to get it sorted. And it's not like, I mean, this is not my job at all
Right.
for work.
I don't think it's anyone's job yet. It would be nice. It'd be
I
professional.
come close. I come a little
Really?
bit close. Yeah. I use
Wait.
drones at work.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Yeah. But they're like DJI drones, and I like
What do you do? Like
I
inspect? Do you inspect like because I used to do like inspections of cell phone towers.
oh yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do mapping stuff. So we fly the drones for that.
What do you use, a Phantom or something?
Mavic Mini.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have two Mavic Minis, and it's amazing what they can do. Honestly, the things probably have like 1,000 flight hours on them, and yeah, we
The
use them.
video's coming through choppy. Is
Uh,
that playing smooth for you on your end, or is
yeah,
it?
yeah, I think it must just be my Wi-Fi
Yeah.
connection.
I
The
can't. It's just
limit.
like I see. It's like a slideshow, basically.
That's not fun.
I, I see the little free book thing. Wait, who is this? Is this yours?
Yeah, this is me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the gimbal action isn't really coming through.
So, Eric, I like what you were saying to Matt, like, oh, you're interested for the experience. Like, what's like driving you in the hobby
Edit,
right now? Is it making vids,
editing.
or editing?
I like the footage. I like to get the.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna like. I mean, I love doing it. It drives me. Both drive me. But
yeah,
if I come home with no footage, I'm bummed out. Do you know what I mean? I'm not happy. Like if I went all the
yeah.
way out there, set up, because the first thing I
Mm,
do is I go out to a new spot that I found. I'm super excited, like all week to go there. I set up. First
mm,
thing I do is I figure out the course, like a loop, and then I put my cameras all along it, and then I'm like trying to get it dialed in so I can get some
yeah,
good footage. I'm like, it's got to get dialed in, and
yeah.
something will always break, and I'm like, of course. So I have to manage my anxiety and my
Yeah.
frustration. Because I'll be in a warm car and I'm like, oh, gotta get up and fucking change a bearing or some shit while I'm in the field. So I always got all my
Yeah,
shit with me.
yeah.
But I mean, it's always like trying to get footage. It's not like I'm just trying to rip. I have been like trying to like just have fun, like trying to incorporate fun in it, like just like let's just have some fun too. But the other thing
Yeah,
is I don't have anyone with me anymore. So the group of people that used to come out with me
yeah.
are like I can't keep people in this hobby. So like they'll fall
Yeah.
off and
That's
lose it.
surprising to me because obviously they got their cars together,
Yeah,
but I guess life's just busy and priorities change and
exactly. And I don't have a lot of
not everyone's,
yeah, so
yeah, yeah,
but I mean, it's
yeah,
so you have like so if you're going to do it for yourself, there's only so much fun you're going to have by yourself doing it. So I'd want to maximize the fun. So getting video will take the fun to work. It'll
yeah,
take it in the bathroom. It'll take it in the bed with me. It'll take it, on my
yeah,
iPad. So, and then I like,
yeah,
so I'm almost thinking of like maybe changing my perspective to like edit like more like with cameras like if I did test stuff I might test cameras more than I tested cars because I'm more interested in like getting slow
like,
motion footage and making it look good, you know what I mean?
I think that would be really interesting to watch because I think a lot of people like capturing these cars on video,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like I've done it a lot and I suck at it, you know. So to
I don't
see
think you
someone
I
sort of,
don't think you suck at it at all. I really enjoy your
I think
videos.
I'm lazy at it.
You might be lazy at it, but it still comes out dope. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see someone take like a deeper dive into it and sort of lay it out, like, you know, how to get a good shot. It'd be really neat.
yeah.
So
My
there's a job for you.
my favorite
Yeah,
part
I
of
So you
mean,
could just,
I'm trying, but my cameras suck. Like I use a GoPro Fusion, which is like
yeah,
from that shit is like so old. Like that's a 360 camera that I use. You know what I mean? So the quality can only be so good. So I mean,
yeah,
if I had the cameras that I wanted, my footage would look amazing. But I mean, it's just I don't have the expendable money to buy a shitload of cameras.
8K,
Exactly.
everything that goes with it. Like when you get that footage, I mean, that's gonna that would crush any of my editing devices. Like it just would
Yeah.
start smoking and, you know, not
Fill
go
up.
well. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
my dream is to have like
Mhm.
my dream is to have like a bunch of 360 cameras. Like go to a spot and put like a 360 camera on each corner, like maybe an Insta 360. Do you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then just take all that footage and make a video. So,
Well, you know, like Carl gets some uh, the like professional looking footage, and he takes like 3 or 4 guys out with him
I
to
know.
record stuff.
I know. He's
It's
got like a
it's a
drone
it's
pilot
an
now.
effort,
I know.
you know.
I mean, it's a
So
lot for the
I
little
just don't got
views that
that.
we get. And it's like for the little, and then the other thing is like this guy, he commented on my post for the video I just did. And he's like,
Yeah,
the footage is awesome, but I hate the music. And
I know. Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
read that one. Yeah,
and I'm like, I didn't do it for you, dude. Like, it's not for you at all. Like, it's all for me. Like,
yeah.
nobody's gonna like easy listening from the 80s or from the 70s except me. Like,
I liked it.
I
I
did not
liked
bank.
it.
I was not banking on anybody liking it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't care. I didn't even think if someone would like it. I'm like,
yeah.
oh, what
I
the fuck?
I always feel like I'm going out on a limb with music
Yeah,
choices. And at the end of the day, I choose music that pumps me up, you know,
exactly.
because I don't know.
Because
That's who I want.
after 2 days of people watching it and the video maxing out on views, you're the only one watching it
Yeah.
anyway. So,
Do you watch your own? Do you
hell
rewatch your
yeah, I
own
watch
stuff?
my old videos all the time. Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
that's right.
yeah,
I
that's what
watch
it's
my
made
stuff
for.
too.
They're made for me. It's like my
Yeah,
scrapbook that I get to share with people.
that's the way I think. Honestly, that's honest content.
Yeah,
You know, that's just like it's genuine stuff. It's your
yeah,
style. You know, when people start aiming for like mass appeal,
yeah.
it all it's like a race to the bottom. You know what I mean? Like
Well, the problem
it
is that a
it's
lot
not
of people,
creative anymore.
yeah, and I bet you a lot of those people started off that way, but once you start getting money, you have like a formula that you know people are gonna pay for, then
Mhm.
it's like you have
Yeah.
this choice to make. Like, am I gonna like not get money for this shit, or am I gonna get money for it? Like, am I
Yeah.
gonna put some obscure band on it that only me and a couple people like, or am I gonna put like the pop in Instagram
Yeah.
song on there?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's like I keep on thinking back to, DJ Shadow,
Yeah,
the
Introducing was
problem.
one of my favorite albums.
Heck yeah. On that album, what's it called? The song's called The Problem with Hip Hop in 93.
Hmm.
It's the money. The problem with YouTube in 2025. It's the money. People,
Yeah, but I wish I could make it, to be
so
honest.
we get
Like, I wish I could make some.
with that.
I wish I could make some money on YouTube. I mean, if people
Yeah.
were digging my shit, I mean, a lot of times I swear I'm making content that like people should be like excited about, but nobody gives a fuck. And I'm just like, that's interesting. Like,
Yeah.
because I love it so much. And then that detaches me because I'm like, I love this shit that I'm making so much. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
it makes me realize that I'm like really detached from what other people like. But then I'm like 50 years old Gen X person.
Hey, we
So,
are 1 minute or less from this ending, but there's another link in your Facebook.
oh, my bad.
Not
Wait,
at all.
Okay, let's
the Zoom
rejoin.
link.
We can recycle another meeting
On the
here.
new link.
Oh, okay.
Click into the other one.
What was the other app?
Delete Zoom.
Did you have another app that kind of like just stays open? Or?
I was using Jitsi, which is great, but I don't really have a good recording method with it.
Oh, okay. No problem.
So I'll be over there in a sec.
Should we jump over to the new link, Matt? I see you
Still on back to mute.
Oh, man. Can you hear me?
There you go.
Where's Chipper?
Who's what?
You look like you're about to pack a bowl. I'm sorry.
Who, me?
Yeah, just with the, I don't know, you fumbling around with that with the
Shock absorber.
Oh, okay.
Just my like constant stream of stuff from China arriving.
Oh, you got a new package today?
Yeah, just some crawler parts.
Oh yeah, you've been like knee deep in crawling lately.
Yeah, we got into that pretty good. You know, like it was like pulling teeth to try and find guys to come out and like drive slash or like racing cars. Oh, it's so hard. And then one of the guys in that group, it was a Facebook group, right? Our racing group, was like, I want to do crawlers. I'm just going to fire up a new group here. And like overnight, we had 20 members.
Yeah, people love the crawling thing.
We can get out crawling. Like I can go on a random afternoon and, guys will be like, oh, I'll come meet you. I'm like, whoa, okay, this is different.
Yeah.
So it's really nice. And of course, some of them also have fast RC, which, and like actually one of the guys has FPV on his crawler.
Nice.
His shit's always broken and he's always late.
Is he analog or digital?
He's digital. It's all new. He's actually into he wants to make YouTube content.
You broke up on me. I couldn't hear what you said.
Oh, he wants to do YouTube content and he does like videography stuff. So, I'm happy. I want to kind of work with him, but it hasn't we haven't been able to like connect the dots yet at all. So,
well, are they more like competitive type crawling, or is it more just like trail running?
Trail.
Okay. Yeah.
Some of us are like straight into we compete with each other,
right,
to get up stuff, but yeah, some of us are more into like scaling like the craziest obstacles possible, and then some guys are like Ford Bronco,
right. And like when I went to the crawler meets, it was like stuff that my FPV rig just could not do. Like it wasn't because it was too heavy. You know what I mean? Mine was more built to look like a truck than actually perform like a crawler.
This TRX 4 would not be competitive at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm
there's
put into this. Is this your backyard? Is that a blue house back there? Oh, you got a garden back there? That's cool.
Trying. I'm in Portland, Oregon.
Oh my God, I'm thinking about moving out there.
You should do it. I was just gonna say, if you want to like immigrate to Canada, come on up.
Well, yeah, I'm almost like, do I come out of America and just like, I should, I'm borderline like, do I move to Portland or California, or do I just leave the country and go to Australia or Canada or something? It's like,
Canada's good. It's not that cold here. West
Coast.
Looks
like you got a windshield, and it doesn't look half bad, to be honest. Like normally, I'd cut my windshields out immediately. I don't even try it. But your windshield isn't curved; it's a flat, so it's probably
wagon.
Bad.
And it's actually I painted it with smoke colored paint before I got into FPV, and it's doing a good job, and I'm just leaving it.
Wait a minute. So the that's tinted.
Okay.
I mean, it's got like overspray on it from my side windows that I was painting.
Well, it's not sunny too, so there is sun out a little bit. I would think with all that water, you get a lot of fog in there or something.
Mm. Yeah, I do want to keep the windshield on just to protect it from the rain.
Right, but the water splashing up from the tires.
Well, Yeah.
You know, it seems to affect some cars more than others. Like my little rally car was brutal for fogging up,
Yeah.
but I've got the like my trail car, the Bronco CC02 Bronco, absolutely fine with the windows in. Never even close to an issue, even when I'm sort of flogging it, you know.
I mean, to be honest, it looks more scale. I'm not gonna lie, because when you're in a car and there's no windshield, it looks completely different from a car with the windshield. So I
Yeah.
kind of like the scale look a little. What I really wish that someone would create is some scale windshield wipers. I'm
Yeah.
waiting for
Yeah.
someone to do that.
Right.
It
Yeah.
would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Right here, you're seeing the super scale suspension system.
Oh, what are we in? Are we in TRX4 or
Jack 4, right? And
okay.
this runs the same kind of, I guess, dampening software that our gimbals will run, but it's connected to 4 servos, one on each of the shocks.
Wow, I never even heard of that. Who uses something like this?
I mean, it's made out of Bulgaria, and I don't.
Right, but do crawlers use it or do
Yeah, well,
trail?
yeah, and a lot of drift drivers will use it.
Okay.
You can get the body to roll in corners differently.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It looks scale. It's for scale guys.
Oh,
Yeah. And what you get is just more natural body roll that, like, you can kind of see the body will like be more tippy than it otherwise would.
I've never heard of that before. That's new to me. I'm thinking like how I could use it. I don't know. Do you think on a fast RC it could work or no?
No, I don't think it. Well, I mean, I don't know what it would do, but here's a good example of it in action, where it'll give the body kind of a heavy truck feel going back and forth instead of
Oh, okay.
being real stiff or springy.
So it kind of mimics the way a real truck would take the terrain. Okay. Got it. It does. It's not a performance enhancement. It's more
No.
of a scale enhancement. Okay.
I think it's super interesting how it could, you know, replicate that. Like,
Yeah.
could it replicate the feeling? Like when we're driving an FPV, you know, you're gonna feel that body roll. You know, it's gonna feel maybe
Yeah,
more
that's true.
natural, right? Like,
Yeah.
could be. Yeah, I don't know. It's
It'll
kind of
simulate.
interesting.
It'll simulate it in your experience of the car.
Yeah, so like you're taking the curve and the car's like rolling off to the side. It's like,
Yeah.
whoa,
Well, see,
pretty wild.
here's the interesting thing for me with the gimbal, because I've been like lagging with the gimbal thing. Like ever since you sent me a gimbal like 5 years ago or something.
I tried. Oh, how I tried.
But I've always been like hesitant too, because and then people are always like, you need a gimbal, and I'm just like, but isn't this really scale? Because if I'm in a natural car, like my head is not a gimbal. My head's
Yeah,
gonna
it
be
is.
bouncing. No, it's not. Is it?
To a degree, it is. Yeah, for sure. But even,
I mean, I
you
figure
know,
we're gonna be bouncing.
there's
If you're in a
limits
rally
to it.
car, you're gonna be going up and down like this. So
Okay, next time you drive your car, or like maybe ride as a passenger in the car, rest your head on like the windowsill, like really
Okay.
lock it
Yeah.
in position, and that's kind of like not a gimbal.
Okay.
And then when your head's just sitting on your shoulders, it's
Right.
definitely like hold it up.
Okay. In Philly,
That's
that's
my-
gonna be terrible because we have
my
potholes
idea.
In Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'm in Philly. They don't take care of the streets here, though.
I must have been nervous for did you like go? Did you
Man, you're breaking
must
up.
have like,
You said that you broke up on me real quick. What'd you say?
right? Did you like, so you must have like scouted out the city cruise?
No.
Or-
This is what for that video, I was at Divige's house. Divige is an old drone friend of mine. All the people here who I kind of hang out with, my friends, are like ex drone pilot. Well, we're never an ex drone pilot, but people who kind of just stopped flying, but we still hang out, you know?
Yeah.
So he like 3D prints and stuff. So he printed out all the dashboard stuff for me. So I was at his house getting some buckets for like the inside light for the lights for the headlights for the 911. And I have been bugging him for like a while, like, what would it be like if like you just drove me around the city? And like I was just like, and he's like, Erica, we can't do that. Like that's, you know, stop, you know, you're gonna cause an accident or something. So like this day I was like I brought my shit, like I came over to his house to like to print some stuff, and I just so happened to have my car in the back of the car too, and I was like, you down to do a little, you know, he's like, fuck it, let's go. So I gorilla taped the camera to his bumper in the back of the car, like as low as I could get it, the GoPro. And I got in the car, and we just kind of like, I told him kind of where I wanted to go, but then we ended up going like random. He's like, I know where we need to go, and we just turn and go somewhere. And he would just be calling me out like, there's a green light, you can go. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Or the red light.
So you're riding shotgun.
Yeah.
David is driving, and he's also spotting for you.
Yeah, he's also spotting a little bit, like, you know. So and I'm like half, like towards the end of it, I wanted to throw up because I was so disoriented. You know what I mean?
Motion. Yeah.
Right. But,
and there was some spots there, like you had to like weave hard and get up that like sidewalk.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to kind of, my dream was to kind of, my vision for it was like to be on the concrete, in the street, off the concrete. Like my vision for it will be much faster than that. Like in the future, because I'm going to do it again. Like, because I know how, you know, but I think I'm going to map out the run more. I'm going to be like, I'm going to go under this thing. More like a skate video, because I grew up like skating and stuff. So, and watching like old skateboarding videos and like the line through the city, you know what I mean? Like pushing through the city, jumping into the street, you know, like going down some stairs, going, you know, like that's kind of like how I wanted it to look, like a skateboard line. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we didn't exactly do it, but
so
I
you
did
just,
what I wanted with the footage. Yeah.
That was like an unscripted, that was just like seat of the pants running.
Yeah, we went far as shit. Like, I had so much more footage than that. That was like about like, I had like about 35,
That's
40
crazy.
minutes of footage that I narrowed
I
down.
would have, yeah. That's wild. I would have assumed like you guys like scouted and planned out the run.
Not at all. We just got in the car.
Wow. Fantastic. Oh, I got a kid yelling at me. Hold on.
Yeah, my cat just came in too.
Oh.
Do you have any pets? What's your name again? Matt. Would you have any pets?
Yeah, we got a little Boston Terrier. It's a couple years. Yeah, he was waiting with me earlier, but Mama got home, and now they're in bed.
Oh, okay. Pet show and tell.
No.
This is Morgan.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What kind of cat is it?
It's an exotic short hair.
Oh, he's so adorable.
Yeah, it's Morgan. Morgan the girl. She's like, I was not coming to hang out with you. Okay, go ahead. Go run.
I don't know.
Get your zoomies out. I'm gonna crack
my kids are going crazy. Oh yeah. Yeah, Erica, I probably, you know that like Mojave video you got where you're in the abandoned building?
Yeah.
I probably watched that like 100 times.
Me too.
So crazy.
Me too. That shit still stokes me out. I fucking like.
Yeah. I was just like dreaming of big trucks with cameras on them.
I just fast forward past the part I'm talking and get to the part where I'm like, let's do this. It was just like, oh my God. I put that shit in my VR glasses. I'm like, damn. Like this
Oh
shit,
man.
it's an adrenaline rush. It's like fucking, but that place, my car got broken into outside of that place. Me and
Oh.
all my friends. And I don't think it was that day, but that place was sketchy as hell. That was in a
Yeah.
real sketchy part of town.
I can't believe, like, I can't find places like that around where I'm at.
No.
No, abandoned buildings? Jeez. I don't got
Yeah,
much of them.
everything's accounted for nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah.
That place, that's still there, but a lot of the places that we've been to have been demolished.
Yeah.
But we knew, like, we would travel too, like with drones. So a lot of those spots were our drone spots that,
And like weird like parking lots and stuff.
yeah.
The hunt, I love the hunt for a good spot.
Yeah. Well,
It's
what's
like
like a perfect,
50% of a good run.
well, for you, for like fast stuff, what's a perfect spot for you? Like, what, that one spot you found at that park, which you did with the buggy, that was awesome. That
What
park
buggy?
you found. Remember the little buggy you had? I was so mad at you when you took it apart and turned it into something.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, that thing was so epic.
I
That
know.
buggy was,
You know, I was looking at my like YouTube studio and like the top viewed videos are that bug. I
that
was
bug was
like, oh
incredible.
man.
It was so well
I
done.
got the body still. It's just a slash, you know.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
that
had
Yeah.
you built. So I think you built the bumper. Didn't you make a bumper for it or something? Or
It
I
was
can't remember.
like a mishmash of
Yeah.
Stampede and slash parts.
Yes.
But that car had like the interior and the steering wheel, you know, my little servo steering wheel,
Yeah.
right?
Which drives
And
me
it
crazy.
had the
'Cause
full.
I'm like, why doesn't he just put a steering wheel in that damn thing?
I know. And then like it had the light for full.
Yeah.
So rewatching the videos, it's like, oh man, you can really like see what the car, like what the inputs are. It's quite entertaining, you know. And also with the open wheels, you can see the wheels come up
Yeah.
a bunch of times, and yeah, it's really fun to watch. So
Make another
I
one.
could put it back together. Yeah.
Or just
Yeah.
make another
Yeah.
one. You know? What it was a slash? What was it?
Yeah. Slash.
A
Yeah.
two-wheel drive slash? Or
That was a 4-wheel drive,
oh, okay.
and it had like some oversized tires.
Yeah, it did not
And
look like a slash. Like it looked like that was something you bought from, like you took it out the box as a ready to run. That's what it was.
right.
Really
Yeah, it had light buckets, and yeah, that was a good car.
it was.
That was when my only car was a slash. Like that was all I had, and I just kept
I
doing
love
stuff
that.
with it. Yeah.
And then I think I texted you. You're like, oh no, I took it apart and turned it into something else.
I wanted to make a truck. Now all I have is trucks.
Yeah.
It's all Fords. It's just all Ford trucks now.
Matt, do you do any fast RC stuff, or are you all like crawler stuff?
I've raced Mini Z 28 scale. There's a really great club here in Portland, and they set up the foam track every couple weeks.
Oh, you do race? Oh, that's right, because you do more racing. You're more into racing, right?
Yeah, so like these guys,
Oh, okay.
they're great fun.
That's like a mini Z, or
Yeah, well, I mean,
oh,
it's
okay.
it's an aftermarket. It's not a Mini Z brand, but it's the same scale.
That scale class. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. And so it's a ton of fun, and they're super reactive.
Oh yeah.
I've never competitively raced anything besides this 28 scale, but I hear that the skill's transferable, and it's actually these are hard to race, is what the guys tell me.
You haven't actually raced it yet, or?
Well, I haven't raced anything up bigger than this.
Oh, okay.
Competitively. There's a couple of carpet tracks around town where there's clubs and people are racing 10 scale and 8 scale buggies.
Oh, so
Most
there's
of
like
your
some
FPV builds are fast, though, right? Like you
Who,
got
me?
Sledge, and X Max. No, Matt.
Oh. Yeah, what are your FPV builds? Like, what are they? Like, could you list the? I'm interested to know what FPV builds you have.
Well, this Kyosho Turbo Optima is the 10th scale buggy,
Okay.
and then the TRX4, which we saw out the window. This is a sledge, 6 scale Traxxas,
Yeah, yeah. And
heavy, heavy piece of junk. And then I've just been toying this last summer with an X Max,
oh, okay.
and
And
that's fun.
you're using DJI, which
Yeah,
air units or like what model air unit are you
yeah.
using?
Oh, three, and then
Oh,
whatever these
okay.
guys are.
Nice. Have you ever used like V1 or V2 gogs?
No,
So
I
you
just got
came
into it
in.
in this generation
Okay.
3 years ago. I met you, JP, on RC groups.
Mhm.
Taught me how to build a
Yeah.
Storm 32.
Cool.
And my first Storm 32 build was this sledge.
So JP got you into the FPV thing?
Yeah, when
Oh, cool.
yeah, it was before. I mean, this was the first gimbal that was like off the shelf. I mean, I was struggling for a year trying to tune my Storm 32.
Oh, okay. So
I
you're from
almost
you're on his gimbal site.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
see, I feel like I don't deserve to be on that site half the time because I don't use a gimbal and I don't have the technical knowledge to know how to do what you guys are doing. So it's like that's on a whole nother level.
It's fun. Calculus in college does give you the theory for how it works. I mean, no doubt, it's written by like physics professors. The program
Yeah.
tune the
you,
gimbals.
you know what though? Like when I was like starting on FPV and getting my stuff together and putting videos together, Erica found me and
And,
invited me to her chat group, right?
yeah.
So I started chatting with your dudes, and actually, like a lot of the feedback I got from you because you asked me to build you a gimbal, right?
Yeah.
And that push uh took the whole thing up like it took me back to the drawing board
Okay.
literally, and it pushed the whole project along like a
Huh.
lot. It put a fire under my butt.
Well, that's
So
good.
that's
That's
when I like
up.
revised the Ziller and started learning a bunch of stuff, and then yeah, just figuring out how to like kind of try and bring it to people was like super challenging. And like, you know, I know a lot of the questions from you and that group was like, well, like, is it going to be tough? I was like, I think so, but I wasn't even at that point probably even driving hard enough to really test
Hmm.
it.
Yeah.
So like I had to, up my driving game to
Hmm.
even be rough enough on the thing to, know it's going to survive. Like, and looking at what your group was doing with racing, I was like, oh man, these guys go hard. You know,
What Area 52? Wait, you're talking about in
when
when we were all getting together and doing stuff like
yeah, like racing at that parking lot spot. I forget
oh,
what you call it.
FPV racing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I started watching those videos. I was like, oh man, these guys like are having,
Well, I had to. Here's the thing. A lot of that I had to push them to go fast
like
because they all
yeah.
wanted to like go in formation. They're just like, well, let's just stay together. I'm like, no, let's race. So it was like a lot of times we were just like, I wanted the competition side of it. They're like,
Yeah,
let's just have a good time. I'm like, fuck having a good time. I
right.
want to win.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I
But
would
yeah, the
always
whole
break away, like they're like filming each other, like going, and I'm just like laughing and stuff. But I don't know the adrenaline thing for me. So like the crazy part for me is like I'd be going fast and hit something, and I would be so excited. Like my car would be in like 1,000 pieces, and I'd be like, "Woo!" and take off my fucking goggles, like, "Oh my god, that was sick." Do you know what I mean?
oh man.
Like you just
Yeah.
destroyed your car. I'm like, but that shit was awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Adrenaline junkie.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
not everybody gets that from it. So like everyone gets something different. You know what I mean? So
I think it depends on where you're at with the equipment you're running. You know what I mean? Like if your car is new, all your stuff's new, you've run it like 2, 3 times, you haven't got your money's worth out of it yet, you know? But
yeah,
now,
but
like some of my
you can always fix it. There's always something stupid,
true,
like especially with a
true.
Traxxas car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why you don't get anything super crazy.
You know, they can take just so much more abuse than I ever thought
Yeah.
these things could. Like
Yeah.
coming at it as like someone who was getting into the hobby like a few years ago, you know, like 4 years ago, I had no idea these things could be so tough, you know. It's
I think at the end of the
it's
day,
part of the learning curve, I
at
think,
the end of the
right?
day, you're breaking most of the time. You're breaking a $5, $10 part.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
you know
and
what
an
I mean?
arm. Yeah.
Right. You're never really breaking anything crazy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a pain in the ass to go to the
Yeah.
hobby store or order the part, but it's never like, oh my God, I gotta drop like $80 into this car to fix it. It's more just a pain in the ass.
Mhm.
So that's
Yeah.
why I just run it like
Hard.
and just deal with it later. Like, okay. It
Yeah.
was at least it was fun. Like I had a good time bashing the fuck out of it. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, like I'll lose signal. A couple times I lost signal on my other Porsche. What is that car?
The golf one? Your
Yeah,
golf livery?
the Golf Porsche. I think I fail safed or something. Like I lost radio signal and it just kept going straight into a wall. Like,
Yikes.
and
Yeah.
that was the last time I drove that because I broke like the coupler from the differential to the like with the dog bone connects from the diff to the wheel, but on the diff side, and I've never been able to figure out which Losi what is it Losi 8 it is because there's so many different Losi 8s and they have like so many different fucking parts. Like there's like 6 different Losi 8s,
Yeah.
different fucking like, and I bought
Those
it.
race cars are a pain in the
Yeah.
ass. A different version every year. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's like
You
so to
know?
find parts when you don't even know. Like I bought that shit used, so I never knew which
Yeah.
Losi 8 it was. So shit like that. That's why I say
Yeah.
like sticking with a Traxxas, you're good. But you know, if you're
Yeah.
driving something like a Mugen or some crazy shit like that,
Well, another pain in the ass is I'm usually drop shipping everything from China, which means no matter what, it's like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
right.
Oh, right.
For what car do you get stuff from China? Like parts from China?
All this stuff, especially like, all the little electronics that go in here and switches and
Oh,
just stuff.
Chassis parts though, you can get locally.
I'm just talking about car stuff, not like
Yeah, right on. There's a hobby shop that will carry the Traxxas stuff.
No, but you're right. When you start putting stuff like that in your car, like that gimbal, that's on. Yeah, you want to protect that. Yeah, because that you're gonna start breaking gimbal parts. It's a little bit different. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know,
I reached out and asked them if I can replace parts off of it. I talked to HEQ and it seemed like a possibility, but they're not really into it. But they might ship something if I can explain what I want.
You wouldn't happen to be the person that like kind of like rough tested that thing to the point where like one of the motors went out or something, or one of the motors was cut. Who is it?
I did just see that video, and it was
really
messed up. It was all messed up. He must have done some hard hits.
Oh.
Do you know that person?
No.
I know one guy who broke his gimbal, but I don't know.
C20. There was someone in your group that like the motor went like, or it was like it was you know who I'm talking about, right? Like
Boca TX RX.
Well, no, that
RXTX.
C20 that they were like the C20 isn't invincible. Like it.
The 2-axis. Is that the 2-axis?
I don't know, but somebody posted a video or a post saying that they bashed it a little bit too hard, and it just like I think one of the motors stopped working for the yaw or something.
Oh, interesting.
You didn't see that?
I didn't see that.
Oh, okay.
Someone sent it to me. I want to check it out. But
Oh, you haven't seen it yet. Okay.
I know on the 3-axis gimbals, sometimes the yaw motor goes out after hard bashing.
Yeah.
So I've seen a couple guys convert them. They just say, "Oh, I disabled my yaw and I hot glued it in place, and now I just use a 2-axis," which kind of sucks, honestly.
It was
But
Boca.
yeah, Boca. Yeah, Mojave 4S. He was running it hard.
Must have been.
That guy had some pent up FPV ripping.
Oh, I want to see. What's his channel?
Right here.
What's his channel? His YouTube channel.
He's got some pretty good production quality on it. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Is his name Boca on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There it is. Same. Oh, maybe it's not the same as that.
Addicts, isn't it?
Boca TXRX.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about.
It'd be the same icon.
So I mean, it's completely lost its ability to stabilize at this point.
This is
I mean, it's when it's loose like that on its mounting, there's no way it can.
Yeah.
It's not helping at that point. It's hurting your view.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm assuming you can't take that motor apart. Like, are those screws on the top of it I'm looking at, or?
Yeah,
like, I'm wondering if there's anything you could do.
It can be disassembled, but
you would probably
it's the bearings in there.
You probably need factory replacement parts just to get them the right dimension.
Well, what do you think, knowing from your gimbal expertise, guys? What do you think is happening there? Like, what
bearings in that motor are done? It's just taken too many hits, like it's basically, you got some bearings at the bottom and a stick above it that wants to work against them.
Is it like the plastic housing that's holding the bearing in place, or is it the bearing? I
think it's the bearing itself, but it means you're gonna have to like disassemble that motor, which may be like press fit, might not really be disassemblable, and you probably won't be able to replace the whole motor. You know what I mean? You probably can't find the motors for sale. And yeah. So I don't know.
So maybe it's better going. Maybe it's better going like the DIY route, like you, so that you can actually, replace a motor when it goes bad.
Well, like what I've done on my latest ones is the motors are massively oversized, right? Like the motors are huge, and the roll motor is rebuildable too. There's a snap ring, you can pull it apart, put new bearings in there, and put it back together. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think that the DIY ones still have a place, even though they're not gonna, they don't do some things as good, like being able to roll over, like the Cadix and these new gimbals. You can roll your car over and just keep going. There's no downtime to reset or have it, get its bearings again. So that's like really pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm almost thinking like if you just don't rip the fuck out of it, maybe it'll be fine.
Yeah, I've got the 2-axis one on my Slash, and I'm gonna rip it pretty good. I've already done I've done some pretty, the first run out with it was pretty heavy.
Yeah.
And then I've had some just normal drives. It's my race truck, so it gets some rough treatment, but nothing too bad. Like I drive it down staircases and jump it and land it flat onto, bottom out on concrete, whatever.
And after a while, Yeah. After a while, it's
Should
kind
be
of like,
okay.
okay, I fucked it up. I need to buy a new one, and it's not that expensive. The gimbals aren't like crazy expensive. Like,
$100
yeah,
Canadian.
Yeah. This guy is
It's
like
not bad.
$100,
yeah.
but then the Storm 32 is, if for, I mean, the board is what, $20, $25 for the board.
Yeah, something like that.
Gotta have
10, $20 for a set of motors. The,
I
the
mean, I
nice
really
thing
wish
is you
I wish I had your guys' knowledge. I swear to God, like it's like my ADHD prevents me from like having the patience to
Well,
learn.
and also, it's a pain in the ass is the tooling. Like it took me a long time to actually. I'd asked you about bending the aluminum.
oh yeah.
I didn't know there
Yeah.
was a thing called a
Aluminum
valve
bender.
brake.
Yeah.
It's like I've had to
Yeah.
buy like small parts that are inexpensive, but just tooling that I didn't know existed in the world. And so
Yeah.
it's a barrier. It's totally a
Yeah.
barrier. I have like a mini machine shop. I had to get a little drill press so I could like
I
drill holes accurate.
realized how crazy I was until I started trying to share share this thing with people. But like I went deep into the
Yeah,
to the
you were in your
cave.
own. You, I mean, when you
It
before
was
you,
a COVID build, man.
I mean,
Honestly.
I knew you before you started the website, so or the Facebook site. So I mean,
Yeah.
I felt like you were kind of like just a mad scientist at the time. I was just.
I mean,
I
I
didn't
still
know that.
am.
I didn't know there were other people. No, but I didn't know that other people knew how to do the things you were doing. So I was just like, he's just like on the cusp of creating something.
When 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 I started on it, I started like I searched for what had been done before, and it wasn't very much. And
Mhm.
like I was posting in what the heck's that forum?
RC.
RC groups
Yeah, that's where I
yeah,
found you.
RC groups. Yeah, I started posting in there. I was like, I found an FPV. Hey guys, I just found this gimbal. It works pretty good to like make a camera steady.
Mhm.
And they're like, what? And then some guys in there, ZZX. There's a couple guys who are like, yeah, you should make a video about it. And the whole thing just
Nice.
kept on going. I kept seeing potential in it and I kept chasing it down because I kept finding ways to improve it.
Yeah.
So I just kept at it. I don't know.
Well, I still
I'm
have that
obsessed.
gimbal. I might just. I mean, it was just too much of a learning curve. It just drove like every time I picked it up and looked at it, I was like, I can't do this. I can't. I was like, this is just too. You don't know what it's like to be a person that's not quite like that. You know that's
Yeah.
very intimidating. Just that
Yeah.
technology, looking at it is like I'm not on that level. Do you know what I
I
mean?
remember we had a call one day. I was like, let's just plug it in and
Yeah.
see. And we did, and it was okay, but I was like, okay, I don't know.
It was
Erica feels different.
yeah, Erica can't handle this. Like I would think it was just too much for me.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll work up the courage to kind of like try it again.
Now come out
I
in
think
Portland and we're getting the workshop together.
Huh?
yeah.
Come out to Portland, check
Oh,
out the
okay.
town.
Yeah,
We're
and give
getting
me
the
some help.
workshop.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Portland is always like, you know what? I didn't realize I'm so simple because I didn't realize that Oregon was a coastal city. I thought Oregon was kind of inland from California. But once I realized that you guys were on the water, I was like, oh shit, Oregon has a beach because
Yeah,
I love the beach.
over an
So
hour
Oh
away.
man,
yeah.
they got some dunes down in Oregon. Oh my God,
Dude, big
big
mountains.
sand. Yeah.
So I'm all for it now because I was like, I have to be on a coastal city. Like Philly isn't a coastal. I mean, Pennsylvania isn't a coastal state, but I live right next to New Jersey, so I can get to the Jersey Shore in like an hour and a half. But it's really important for me to be near the ocean.
We're
So,
gonna be cut off again,
oh, okay,
and I'm gonna have to leave it at that.
okay, Cool.